Alright guys, here we go. So the pathway from the nether portal to the blaze spawner is pretty much finished. So you see I got 3 iron doors in my inventory here. I'm just gonna run to the end of it and put the doors down at the end, and then we'll look at things a little more closely. So you can see how long this path is as I walk along it. And it's not too scenic. Like, it's not too scenic when you walk along it. Obviously you can see outside a little bit, but not as much as if it were open, of course. So I've died quite a few times making this path. It's because of ghast, mostly the ghasts. And but that's alright, I mean I didn't lose anything valuable. So we're going straight, we're tunneling through the nether rock at the moment. And then we come out the other side eventually. So yeah, it's actually quite a long way. Like, I didn't notice how long this road was, or the path to the blazes were. But when you kind of straighten it out like this, you see just how long it is. Obviously before the road you would have to jump up and down the terrain and the obstacles and whatnot. So there's one more of these strong points here. So the crafting table and then whatnot. So then we continue onwards. I don't know if you remember any of this stuff. You can see the markers outside, see the cobblestone marker there. So this is where I used to follow the markers from one to the other to get to the nether fortress. Obviously I don't have to do that anymore. So here we're bridging over something, and then the third strong point, I guess you could call it, or the fourth. I guess the first one is where the nether portal is. So it's like the fourth one there, and we still go on. The nether videos are usually quite dark. Hopefully you can see things okay. Hopefully it's not too bad in the YouTube video. Anyways, there's just a long straight run here. And I guess the fifth strong point, which is a lot smaller, so there's only like one story, just 3 doors. It's a lot smaller mostly because it's not actually in a very good position. So there's not much space to do anything else, and there's a giant curtain of lava there. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because we're just in front of the nether fortress basically. So you can get out there. Oh, I need to get this out of the way. So that goes there. Just keep that open for now. Should I put it on which side? Let's put it on this side. And just keep this open for now. So that's pretty much the end of the path. When it goes down the stairs here a little bit more and straight into the nether fortress. Put another barrier out the front door. So you should remember this. So we used to, jump across there and then get down there. But now obviously there's the giant cobblestone path in the sky, as it were. And if you don't remember this bit, basically you just walk up and then turn left. First left is the blaze spawner. So yeah, there's quite a long walk actually. But obviously when you're out in the open, it's a lot more exciting and a lot less smooth when you're trying to contend with the lava and the fire and everything else. The blaze spawner is right there. I haven't modified this room at all. I don't think I've ever actually been in there. Obviously whenever I come down here there's all sorts of blazes going on, so I don't want to have to walk in there and then deal with them. Is it spawning? It was spawning. Oh, there we go. So basically we just... So they don't see you, they don't attack you. There we go, it's blaze rod. So if you walk up and you can make eye contact with them, then they'll start firing at you. But if you step back a bit, their heads are above here and they can't see you, so they don't shoot fireballs at you. Then should I? No, let's not do that. So basically, if I need blaze rods, I can just harvest them right here. I have to fight them manually, but that's not too much trouble. So pretty easy, except that sometimes that happens. Oh crap. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm not dead. Okay, we'll just get... Wow. So that's probably a risk you don't really want to take. You know, breaking that block to grab a blaze rod that's fallen behind. You can try it if you're really brave. Anyway, let's see. Okay, we go this way. So that's the blaze rods, which is cool. I mean, if you remember, the rest of the Nether fortress is like around that way, but there's nothing else. I think there's one more blaze spawner somewhere in there, but I haven't found it. I found blazes only, and that one is not quite as easy to secure. Like this one here, it's in a room in a dead end in a corridor, so there was basically just almost preset. You know, it was almost made ready for me to just, you know, block it off and start harvesting. So that's really easy. You can walk out here and have a look around if you want. So, you know, you used to have to walk down those staircases, or that staircase there. And then obviously back this way is the path. So it looks like that there. Let's just walk back to the next strong point. So now it's easy to get blaze rods. It's relatively easy to get gold nuggets, although, you know, the pigmen can spawn in these hallways, and if they do, then it could be a bit of trouble. I mean, you can always, you know, close off the strong point from the corridors, but if they're aggroed against you, then you're, you know, in here. You might have to just sit and wait until they forget about you. So there's that there. There's nothing too interesting out here, I don't think. Yeah, so I used to have to get across that bridge to get back to the portal. Now we just kind of bridge across there. I mean, you see all sorts of fires going on. You see this? It's all, you know, the ghast trying to kill me as I was building these things. So not very pretty, not very decorative, but very functional. This walkway and the strong points in the nether. It makes gathering blaze rods a lot safer. And in fact I can harvest them en masse without, you know, without worrying about, you know, losing all my stuff if I get ambushed by something. The ghast can still hit you, so it's best not to stand still in the hallways. But if you just keep moving, then, you know, they won't actually get you. So there's more pigmen out here. Let's see, where are we? So we're here. The pathway goes both sides like that. Again, I mean, the nether's not very interesting. Everything looks pretty much the same. Again, the markers pointing back towards the portal. So this is all fairly familiar territory for me. I've been here before several times. In fact, more than several times. So this path is quite well traversed for me, and now that I have this pathway, I might come back a lot more. So I guess from any of these strong points I can go exploring the nether. I don't have to worry too much about the journey from the portal to the strong point itself. And maybe if there's other resources I can branch out from a strong point, like right now, you know, there's like 2 paths leading from each strong point. I can always build a third and a fourth one quite easily and expand the network of roads through the nether if I want to. But that's all future plans. So again, we're bridging over. This is fairly familiar. You see all those fireballs and everything else. All the fires as a result of the fireballs. So there's a ghast there. I don't think it cares. Alright, let's leave it alone. And then this strong point. Let's check if there's any pigmen here in this hallway. They can always spawn, of course, so there's no guarantee that they won't appear. Alright, so there's no pigmen on this side. Let's just close off the hallways and kill some pigs for their gold, just because we can. Oh, I don't have my bow and arrow. That could be a problem. Don't have my bow and arrow. Let's see, those are shots. That's shots. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy. I don't have my bow. I can get my bow quite easily if they're not gonna walk towards me. Walk towards me. Going outside is a bad idea. Almost always a bad idea. And there's only 2 of them here anyway. Maybe I just leave it alone. I mean, you've seen me fight them before. So actually, let's just leave them alone and end the video. So harvesting gold nuggets is also possible and obviously a lot easier than before. I might set up a more elaborate pigman harvesting system at some point in the future. I can't think of how exactly to do it though, because they spawn everywhere. Although they do spawn in quite large numbers, it's quite difficult to control where they go. You can use lava, I guess they're immune to lava, and so you can use lava the same way you use water in the overworld to just funnel them together. Oh, I'm supposed to put this back. Oops, I'll be back. Actually, while I'm here, I thought I'd just look at the stats. Distance walked 4264.24. Let me write that down. 4264.24 kilometers. And now I'll just see what we get at the other end. So now I just put the crafting table back here at the end of the path. Let me just walk back and see what the distance is when I get there. Alright, so now we're back at the portal, and statistics say 4264.75, so it's pretty much half a kilometer. It's pretty much 500 meters, so like 500 blocks I guess, half a kilometer from the portal to the Nether fortress. Yes, I thought that was interesting to see. So it's not huge, but it's fairly big. It's fairly big. Let's see, let's just put this stuff back. I lost a bunch of torches, by the way, one of the times when I died, which is unfortunate, but torches are not a big deal, so that's alright. Gravel and oak and coal and arrows, and let's just get ourselves some torches. Oops, torches back. And oops, what am I doing? Sticks. And that, and great. Right, so there we go. We got blaze rods. I mean, that took a while to sort out. I'm thinking what I want to do now is to write a book and copy down some of the potion recipes, just because I don't remember them off the top of my head, and I just figure maybe it'll be better to... Can I break these by hand?